It's your boy AG Cornerman Boxing. I have the pleasure today, Mr. Cletus Seldin, the Hebrew Hammer. You know, as they called you before, you know, in the press conference, they called you a rock star. You bring that energy. How you doing, champ?
Yeah, so my entire career, I've just been out there doing everything a typical Jewish guy wouldn't be doing. You know, putting myself out there, putting on action-packed fights. I'm not really a mover. I'm in your face, throwing punches, and then trying to hurt you to get my win. And you get paid by how many rounds you box. For me, you know, why go 10? Why go 8? I usually end them quick, and I'm in there to work your hard, use my stamina. We're here in Legends in New York City, and pumped, action-packed crowd. It's pretty cool to be here and be part of this whole thing.
Absolutely. I mean, that whole attitude, that energy you bring, I believe that's why it's created such a big fan base for you, because you fill out the stands every time.
Yeah, everyone. It actually works for me because people just say I can say whatever I want, and people either laugh or they take it in. And while some other people might say the same exact thing and they take it the wrong way, for me it actually kind of works. So I'm blessed in that sense for that. And being a Long Island guy with an attitude and being able to back it up and show it throughout these entire time I've been a professional, and being currently ranked by WBA as number 9, super pumped and excited to be back here, especially at Madison Square Garden. I haven't been here since my fourth fight.
Wow.
Yeah, the whole venue has changed. I'm pumped. I'm excited to sell tickets. I'm excited to bring crowds in.
Wow, yeah, you mentioned your 4th fight. I believe you have 28 now in your career, so that was a little while ago.
Yeah, 4th fight with top rank. I think I fought in Florida twice. I fought at Brighton Beach, a Jewish little city, and then all of a sudden I was able to get my 4th fight, and I haven't been back here since. So I've had one hell of a journey. I've been on HBO back-to-back months. Only 3 fighters in history has ever done that. Mike Tyson, Roy Jones Jr., and myself.
Wow.
Fought Zab Judah. I've been WBA, NABA champion, WBC international champion. I've been ranked as high as 4th in the world. I've been ranked by every sanctioning body throughout my career. Taking one loss, I had to start over for the past 6 years. I'm excited and happy to be back to be able to show, the 4th quarter of my skills.
Right, because not only that, you're on the 6-fight knockout streak. Very impressive, champ.
Oh, thank you. And that all started back in 2018 or 2019, and that's when I started, I think, coming back in Zab Judah, I think it was. So it's been tough to get opponents, tough to get fights. My next fight with the opponent, pretty tough. Throws great punches, and athletically, he's a better athlete than I am in that sense. But I got the heart and I got the will, and I'm very determined.
Right, now you're in one of the hottest divisions in boxing today, arguably the hottest, 140 pounds. How excited are you to be a part of this, and do you see yourself going against any of these top champions or belt holders in this division?
Barroso is the guy for me. Like, he is literally the guy. Like, me and him, he's 40 years old, I'm 37. Absolutely perfect for each other. He's a southpaw, I'll take it. But like, he and I are like on page. You got Rolly, of course. Another guy that's perfect for stylistically wise, for entertainment. These are the guys you want to see me against. For sure. So, and it's funny because when I even speak to my girlfriend about like the weight classes, she already knows Rolly, Garcia, Haney, Tank. She don't know any other weight classes. Maybe the heavyweights. We're the only ones that we talk about. 140 is the biggest and most popular weight class there is, and everybody's in for a good show, whoever you fight and whoever they match up against.
Absolutely, and you bring a lot of excitement to all your fights, and those are fan-friendly fights that, man, I'm sure the boxing public would love to see it.
Absolutely, every single fight looking for a knockout. They don't call you the Hammer for no reason.
Right.
Right? So if you don't make your nicknames, they give it to you, and that's the reason why they give it to me.
Right.
I'm a big guy for the 140-pound division, and excited to put on another show, and my goal this year is to fight 3 or 4 times. Haven't had the ability to do that from in the past, so getting 3 or 4 fights this year, being the most active 140-pounder is my goal.
Wow, that's amazing. That's a nice goal to have. Now, champ, I was hearing you speak in the press conference, and I noticed you have a lot of pride in representing your religion. You're a proud Jewish fighter. You know what I'm saying? And how important is this fight for you to get the job done at this time and just go out there and put on for your people.
Hey, being a Jew in New York City at a time like this, when there's so many people against you, the other team outweighs you, thousands to one, and being able to put on a show in front of a huge crowd with supporting another athlete, another one of your own kind, because I always say, you go look up a dictionary book with a bunch of Italians, it's this thick. You go look up a Jew athletic in boxing, it looks like a menu. There's not many of us out there. But when we go in the ring and we go and fight for our heart, and we fight for our country, we fight for our religion, we fight for our own culture, that has been the most important thing now more than ever. And supporting each other, wanting peace, and being able to show what you have, what's inside you, inside the boxing ring, being able to represent the Jewish culture on my trunks, remembering the Messiah on the back of my jacket, all these years has meant more now than ever, and I'm proud and honored to be able to represent Israel, the Jewish community, and being able to do it on such a big stage.
Wow, that's amazing, Champ. I'm standing next to you and I can feel the energy. It's great to see fighters who fight with purpose. They're fighting for something other than, just the glory of, the glory is always important, but, other than, the wins and stuff like that.
Right. Over the years, fighting back after 6 years, I took a loss 6 years ago, and I had to fight my way all the way back to get back here. So when you ask me about boxing, it's not about money at all. It's all about who you are, keeping who you are through that entire journey, getting pushed down so many times, and rising up.
Wow. Being that you've had to rise, you've been down before, you came back up, you worked your way the hard way. What advice would you have for younger fighters, as far as, being disciplined, determined, and things like that, of that
It's
nature?
definitely a learning process, but if you could take the one thing out of all of this is set out that goal and that dream when you started, and using that same acknowledgement throughout that entire process. From if you're losing, if you had a bad day at the gym, making weight, just remember why you did it. As a kid, I always wanted to be a professional athlete. I didn't care what sport it was going to be. I knew I was going to be it, and I still have that today. Being a professional athlete, being on the big stage, having that WWF mentality, that, attitude era, wanting that, walking out with those lights shining and the fire coming out and coming out to your music. I come out to Hulk Hogan's I Am a Real American, and I could just feel the blood is going through your veins. Nothing is better than that. And then going out there and being able to show that you can be in this kind of brutal sport, determine everything on yourself, and I feel honored to be able to show that. As a poor kid growing up in Long Island, grew up on food stamps and went in special education classes, behavior classes, and just set out a dream for myself, and was able to accomplish as far as I did so far. But I'll tell everybody, I'm in the fourth quarter of my career, but if you know anything about sports, that's where the winning happens, and that's what we're doing.
Right.
We're winning.
That's crunch time. Hey, Champ, last time we were here with the same promotion, Triple H was ringside, so you might see something like that, man.
Oh, man. Possible.
All right, Champ, for those that may not know for whatever reason, where can we follow you at?
You can follow me on Instagram, Life of Cletus. There's not that many of us out there. One Cletus, one boxing Jew.
There you have it. Thank you so much for your time, Champ. We wish you the best for the rest of your career, and on March 15th as well. We look forward to it.
Let's go,
Thank
boys.
you for your time, Champ. God bless. Thank you.